So, if you're an event planner, you already know the deal. You're part creative genius, part master organizer, and, let's be honest, part firefighter. But the real challenge isn't just pulling off one incredible event, right? It's building a business that can do it over and over again, without you completely burning out. We're about to break down the systems that can turn that constant hustle into a scalable, profitable machine.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Every event planner I know starts with this incredible passion, but that passion can get buried so fast under a mountain of emails, last-minute changes, and endless manual checklists. That chaos, that is the real enemy of growth.
So what we're going to do here is show you how to make a really critical shift. We're going to move from those scattered manual checklists to powerful master templates. We're leaving behind fragmented emails for what we call a single source of truth. And maybe most importantly, we're going from having a demanding, all-consuming job to owning a real scalable business.
All right, first things first, we have to stop fighting fires and start building your fortress. And that means creating a central command center for every single project you take on, a place where you are in total control.
Now, the heart of your command center is the single source of truth, or SSOT. It might sound a little technical, but it's actually a super simple concept with a massive impact. It means one place for all project information. Think about it. No more digging through emails from 3 weeks ago, no more frantically searching for that one sticky note with the final guest count. This one change is probably the biggest step you can take to prevent those heart-stopping event day failures.
So how do you actually build it? Well, it's a two-part process. First, you get a project management tool, something like Asana or Monday.com. This is where you'll build your master templates. Just imagine cloning a 200-item checklist for a huge wedding with a single click. That is the kind of power we're talking about. And second, you create a dedicated client portal. This gives your clients a direct window into the project, so they can see updates on their own time.
And the impact of this is huge. Seriously, giving clients that portal can cut down on those just checking in emails by up to 60%. Just take a second and think about what you could do with all that time back. All of a sudden, you're proactive, not constantly reactive.
Okay, so we've started to claw back some time from client communication. Now let's go after the other black hole for your time. All those administrative tasks that just drain your energy without actually making you any money.
Yeah, this number, it's a bit of a shocker. The average planner spends a staggering 40% of their time on non-billable admin work. That's 2 full days of a 5-day work week spent on stuff that doesn't directly add to your bottom line. It's a silent killer of your growth and your profit.
But here's the really good news. We can automate our way out of this. Imagine using forms that use logic to automatically pre-qualify leads, so you're only spending time talking to serious clients. Or what about digital forms that neatly organize all the vendor bids for you? No more copy-pasting into a spreadsheet. And getting paid? Automated invoice reminders that chase down late payments so you don't have to. The best part is you set these systems up once and they just work for you forever, like a silent, super efficient assistant.
Okay, with our internal systems getting stronger, it is time to professionalize how we manage our most valuable asset, our network of vendors. You see, scaling isn't just about knowing people, it's about actively managing a network. This really comes down to 2 key strategies. First, a vetting protocol. After every single event, you give your vendors a quality score based on things like punctuality, professionalism, and communication. This data tells you exactly who your A-team really is. Second, preferred partner programs. You lock in your best vendors with annual agreements to get priority booking and better rates. It's a win-win. You get reliability and they get consistent business.
Now, even with perfect systems and A-list vendors, there's a huge threat that can just silently eat away at your profit margins. It's scope creep. And you know the feeling. It's when the client's requests just keep getting bigger and bigger, but your fee stays exactly the same.
So how do you protect yourself? You need to build financial guardrails. First, use real-time budget tracking. When a client asks for that last-minute premium floral arrangement, they should immediately see in their portal how it impacts the total cost. This turns a potentially awkward conversation into just a simple, transparent business decision. Second, you have to apply the buffer rule. Always build a 10 to 15% contingency fund into every single budget. This not only protects your margin, it gives you the flexibility to be the hero when those unexpected costs pop up.
This quote, wow, it says everything, doesn't it? The whole point of building these systems is to make the business work without you having to do everything yourself. If you're the only one who knows how it all works, you can't scale, you can't take a vacation, and you don't really own a business. You've just built yourself a very, very demanding job. So what's the simplest way to get all that knowledge out of your head? It's called the screen record method. And this is so clever. The next time you do a reoccurring task, like setting up a client in your system or sending a vendor brief, just hit record on your screen and talk through the steps out loud. No writing, no fancy software needed. These recordings instantly become the training manual for your first hire. It is the fastest way to create standard operating procedures and actually start delegating.
Whew. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from building that command center to protecting your profits. Now let's pull it all together into a clear, actionable path forward.
All right, here it is, your checklist for operational domination. These are the 4 things you can start working on today. First, build that master template for your main event type. This is your foundation. Second, automate your inquiry and onboarding process. This will save you dozens of hours a month. Third, create that vendor database with quality scores so your A-team is always on speed dial. And finally, use the screen record method to document just 3 of your core processes. That's it. It's a manageable, high-impact starting point for building a real business, not just a job.
Building these systems makes your business efficient and profitable and scalable, for sure. But it does something more important. It frees you up to deliver those incredible, stress-free experiences for your clients. And that brings us to the next logical question, right? Once you've mastered the operation, how do you master retention? Because that's the real key to turning a single project into a lifetime of value.